What's happening, everybody? Welcome back. This is Forgo, and it is Combat Hero Day. And we did this little comparison before between Wolverine and Captain America to see who is the best in AVX season, but that was during the burn season, which both of these characters have. It's very, very easy to cancel the Beast Roar either way, and we found out that Wolverine definitely is way more consistent thanks to his accumulation based on how much damage he deals. That's a big, big factor as far as why Wolverine is just so consistent, whereas Captain America has the accumulation based on damage you take. It makes him a little bit more difficult to play. But now that we have the silent season, things have changed around a little bit, or have they? And that's what we're going to show today, because Captain America has silence on his 5th skill. This makes it very easy for him to cancel the Beast Roar. Wolverine also has silence, but the caveat to Wolverine's silence is on his 3rd skill, and it's his counter skill. And the thing about this damn thing is that you have to be getting hit in order to do the counter, in order to do the silence. So right now, I'll turn the AI off, and we'll hit the 3rd skill, right? We get no silence. All we're getting is a little burn damage, and that is about it. Now we turn the AI on, right? They're going to start shooting at us. We'll hit the 3rd skill, and boom, we get that explosion, and there you see the silence. So you have to be getting attacked in order to apply the silence, which makes it a little funky to play with Wolverine. And the question you're probably asking yourself is he still the meta during the silent season versus the burn season? Is he still more than often stronger than someone like Captain America during the silence season? Now, depending on how you play is really going to depend on the answer that you're going to come out with. I mean, with Captain America, I do find him a lot easier to play during the silent season because you don't have to worry about getting the counter. You don't have to worry about doing it. But you have to accumulate damage. It's kind of like one of those, back and forth situations where there's some good and bad to both of these characters, especially during this season and ABX. But, as far as the builds on these characters, my Wolverine has 50,900 physical attack, and Cap has 57,000. So Cap's got 7,000 more physical attack than Wolverine, right? However, the funny thing about Wolverine is he has 12 Odin's Blessings along with 8 mythic physical attack Urus, and Captain America doesn't have any Odin's Blessings. So that is something to keep in mind. All of his physical attack Urus are at mythic. Both of their skills are all maxed out. They both have a fully awakened Power Brain Rearc set. They both have a CTP of energy, and both of their uniforms are at mythic as far as the rest of their build. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and pull up the run between these two. I'm going to actually show Wolverine played 2 different ways so you guys get a better idea of how to play him, because you can use Wolverine during the silent season and keep him in there the whole time. Now, I'll go ahead and bring it up right now for you guys. And you see there's Wolverine on the left. We got Captain America on the right? And the thing is, with the Wolverine run, I played it one time, right? Because of its consistency, I played it one time. Now, in this run that you're going to see, I'm just going to be, going balls to the wall with Wolverine. I'm not going to be trying to get the counter because there's going to be no mobs around the beast. We're just going balls to the wall. So every time we got to cancel the Beast Roar, we're going to need to use Valkyrie because she actually has silence on her awakened skill. So we're going to be switching to her, right? But she does have a CTP of Rage on her, so I can use her as a sub DPS character. Whereas with Captain America, we're going to keep Captain America the whole time because we can actually use his 5th skill to easily cancel the Beast Roar, right? So we're getting right near the cancel the roar, right? And as you guys see, when you play with Wolverine consistently, and all the mobs are destroyed around the beast, we're hitting we can't use our counter. So I'm switching to Valkyrie, and I'm just using her silence from her awakened skill and just, running through her rotation to do damage. As you guys can see, right now, Wolverine is pulling out ahead, right? Doing the old switcheroo with Valkyrie, he is pulling out ahead. We're keeping Captain America the whole time in there, and we're not switching him at all. I mean, Wolverine right now has more damage, but to be fair, he does have 12 Odin's Blessings on him. That does make a big, big difference in their damage. He also has the consistency with his accumulation. These 2 things make a big difference for Wolverine. And I honestly believe if you play these teams the way that I'm playing them, and Captain America was built the same as Wolverine, this would be a different ball game, right? I think this would be a way better, more in Captain America's favor. I think that he would probably pull out ahead because you don't have to switch him, right? You don't have to switch him, and he is stronger than what kept Valkyrie. He will do more damage than Valkyrie, but again, you know, you got to take damage whenever you're playing with the character. It's just, I don't know, man. You know, not all characters, but a lot of characters I play with that have the accumulation based on how much damage you take, I don't care to play with them. Not all. There's a couple that I do enjoy playing. Sharon Rogers, Doom. Those are really good characters. Cersei, not so bad. But other characters, it's just so funky to play with, right? And for some reason, my timer got way, way off. You know, Wolverine, I'm at 33 seconds, and Captain America, I'm at 40. Just wacky as hell. I don't even know what's going on there, to be honest with you guys. You know, I started off the fight exactly at the same time, frame by frame, but, you know, this is how it ended up for some goofy reason. And it always is nicer when you can just keep a character in there the whole time, right? It's just so much sweeter when you can do that instead of just switching around bull crap. It just sucks so much, right? But as you guys can see, Wolverine is doing very, very well, right? With the help of Valkyrie switching, we got 8.4 million, and Captain America here, you know, keeping him in there the whole time, we were able to get, you might as well say, about 8 million, right? So, I mean, there is a difference. But again, if my Captain America had 12 Odin's Blessings, like my Wolverine, I honestly believe he would have done just as good, if not better. I believe he would have, because, man, that's a lot of extra damage, man. 12 Odin's Blessings makes a big, big difference in their damage output. A huge difference. Now let me show you how to play Wolverine using the counter and getting the silence, and show you what kind of score he can actually get there. So we'll go ahead and hit that play button there. Let's go. All right. So now we're going to keep Wolverine the whole time. Now you got to play a little bit different when you're trying to use the silence, because you want to make sure that there are mobs, at least a couple of guys, around the beast whenever you get ready to cancel the beast roar. That is very, very important, because if there are no mobs around, you will not get that counter on your third skill, and you will not apply the silence, right? So you're going to lose a lot of damage because of that. So what I do is about 5-6 seconds before the beast gets ready to roar, I don't attack, right? Now I am losing damage because of that, but because I can keep Wolverine in there the whole time, because you got a 10-second timer on whenever you're tagging in characters, because I can keep Wolverine the whole time, you'll find that you can actually do even more damage. We got 8.4 million with the score we had a while ago. Can we beat it? That's what we're about to find out. Now notice I didn't attack. The beast usually cancel. You got to cancel for about 2 minutes and 8 seconds, right? We stopped about 5-6 seconds. We stopped attacking before 2 minutes and 8 seconds, and boom, right? We got the counter because the mobs were around the beast. That's the most important thing. Before the beast gets ready to roar, make sure that there's mobs around if you're going to play with Wolverine, so you can get the counter from the third skill. And other than that, just run through his rotation. 3, cancel 2, slam down, 4, 5, right? And do the same thing again. And then 3, 2, or then 2, 4, awaken, or tier 3. Let that play out, then 3, 2, 4, 5. Wolverine's actually really, really something. Now, see, look what I did here. The beast usually will roar at a minute 20 seconds. At a minute 25, I stopped attacking. We got mobs around. We'll hit our third skill. We get our counter. We apply the silence. Right? Easy as butter, man. Easy. Easy as pie is what I should have said. I mean, it's really a piece of cake. And we're really doing really well by doing it this way. And I think for a lot of players out there, this might be the preferred method, but I mean, it's really going to depend on you. Maybe you would prefer to switch to Valkyrie. It's also going to depend on how well you have your Valkyrie built. If you have her built up super, super well, maybe you would do better by switching her. I'm not really sure, to be perfectly honest with you guys. I know with the builds that I have, with the way things that I have set up, this is definitely proving to be the most optimal way to do ABX, at least for me. But maybe for you, it's going to be a different story. Maybe if you're using Captain America, you get a really good run, you have him built up super well as your Wolverine, then you would do, you know, just as good or if not better with your Captain America, because you never have to switch your character. But as you can see, you don't have to switch your character with Wolverine either. You just have to play him carefully, you know, always about 5 seconds before the beast gets ready to roar. Make sure that you stop attacking, so that way mobs are around the beast, so that way you get the counter from the third skill. And as you guys see, we pretty much destroyed that score, right? And I mean, almost 8.8 million. During the burn season, I actually got 9 million plus with the build that I had. So we did way better. I mean, you're talking, you know, almost 400,000 more damage by using this method instead of switching with Valkyrie back and forth. And again, it's going to depend on your builds. It's going to depend on how well you have your characters built as far as how they're going to do. I mean, if you have a Rage on your Captain America versus Wolverine, the advantage is going to go in Captain America's suit. If you have a Rage on Wolverine instead of Captain America, then the advantage is going to go for Wolverine. The Rage will do better than the CTB of Judgment. And speaking of which, more than likely, I'm probably going to go ahead and switch my CTB of Judgment with a Rage, because honestly, Wolverine just doesn't do good enough in World Boss Legend. He just doesn't. I mean, yeah, I can do stage 9 clear. It's pretty easy, but he just isn't strong enough in all honesty. And Captain America is actually very, very strong in World Boss Legend, so I'd actually probably keep the CTB of Judgment on him. But that's just food for thought. As far as our obelisks are concerned, I think that I'd get a lot more out of my Wolverine just building him solid for ABX, especially considering I have so many Odin's Blessings on him. So let me know which one of these characters you actually prefer for ABX. And I do stream on Twitch at 9 p.m. GMT plus 7 time. The link is in the description below. And I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one. See ya.